Hi, everyone. This is PR Today with Kylie and Paul Nixie. Welcome.
Hello.
So today we're doing something a little bit different on PR Today. We're going to be talking about our most embarrassing PR moments. So things that have gone wrong in both Paul and my careers. I mean, mistakes happen. Everyone makes them, and we've made ours.
We've made our share of them. I think the best thing about mistakes is that it's how you respond to them, not necessarily how big or how grave they are.
Yeah, I mean, because everyone's going to make them, and like you said, how you respond shows your integrity, your professionalism, and how quickly you can kind of clean up the mess.
Yeah, and if you can make a client smile in the end, that's always a good thing.
And it's a great story to laugh at later in your career.
Exactly. So the statute of limitations on some of these stories has hit. We're at least 7 years out from all of these, so none of them are current clients of ours.
Yeah, or our current employers. So I think we're safe. I mean, we still probably won't name any names, just to be on the safe side, but we will share with you what happened.
To protect the innocent.
Yeah, or the guilty.
Or the guilty. Good. So around 2001, I think, I was working for a coffee retailer, a big North American coffee retailer, and we had a program where customers could come into our stores and pick up ground coffee that had been used in the stores, brewed, that came in filters, and then they would put them in their gardens, and it was called Grounds for Your Garden, and because coffee grounds apparently are very good for your garden to grow.
I mean, that sounds like a very nice program, very eco-friendly.
Very local, very green, all the rest of it. So we had a PR agency who delivered these media kits containing these coffee grounds to every morning show in town, radio, TV, newspapers. Great kits with coffee grounds that the reporters could see what it looked like, and then fact sheet and media release. And we started getting calls about when our switchboard opened at probably 8, 9 in the morning of a couple of radio shows that said, there's this bag of leaking coffee all over my desk, and it's kind of, it smells bad. And it turns out that these coffee grounds were from the stores, and some of them were still wet.
Oh, it's so gross.
And some of them had like straws and stuff in there, and it was just not a pretty picture. So it was a pretty low budget campaign, and our agency at the time was extremely apologetic, but we got calls all day.
Oh my God!
Had to send couriers to pick up the messy, spoiled grounds that were everywhere, and replace them with better fact sheets and no grounds and probably gift cards or something like that. But that was a pretty embarrassing day on the client side. For sure.
So like here's some things that I'm thinking about this story. So I can see how you would sit around a table and everyone would be like, oh yeah, that's such a cool idea. Like conceptually, people would be like, oh yeah, like that'll be awesome. People will love it. But the person who actually put together the media kit, like why didn't they say, wait a second, this is leak. Like there's no good way. There's no good way to package this so that it looks pretty. Like the first person to start spooning grounds into the media kit should have been like,
this is not going to work.
Yeah.
This is a good opportunity to also remind folks that PR people should know kind of how your operation works a little bit, so that they know that how coffee grounds come to be in a coffee shop, for example. So it's always good to have your PR folks on the planning stages as well as the implementation stages. You can avoid stuff like this if people understand how your business works.
Yeah, no, good point. And so, what did your PR agency do to make it better?
They apologized profusely.
Yeah, to each radio station.
Yes.
And
yes, exactly, and cleaned it up quickly. They
Which is
responded
amazing.
Quickly, and they were gracious about it and good-humored about it. Everyone kind of understood, and it was a bit of a story that we told around the office for a bit. But
that's so
that was hilarious.
funny.
But we continued to work with them, and they managed to make it right.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I mean, I'm sure it cost them some time and money and
so.
hours, but it sounds like they handled it well.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
Okay.
How about you?
So mine is, this is a long time ago, and I was working with a soy company, and there was lots of media in the news at the time that, soy damaged sperm count, and that people like who were especially men who were taking a lot of soy were having a hard time getting their partners pregnant and things like that. A lot of fertility issues around soy, and there was these studies coming out, and so a client justifiably so, was very nervous about this, didn't want it to impact sales, and is trying to think of ways that they could counteract this. So one idea that they had was that we should, I guess at the time there was a lot of pregnant ladies in their office, and so they wanted to have a picture taken with all the pregnant ladies, and then us to send out a release saying, see, soy doesn't impact fertility. We have tons of pregnant ladies in our soy company.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think it would stand up as a scientific study. But
what did you do?
Nice visual. So we did not want to send it out. We kept saying, like, no, like, this is one of those things, you know, sometimes in PR, you know, by responding to a negative story, you actually make it worse.
Right.
So we tried to coach them on that, you know, sometimes
giving it oxygen.
Exactly,
Right,
letting
right.
it run, and you know, especially if you respond to it with no scientific evidence whatsoever, and that it wouldn't work. But they like really insisted,
Right.
and so sometimes, you know, against your better judgment, if you want to keep working with a client, you do things that you're not proud of. And so at 5 p.m. on a Friday afternoon,
You took out the trash.
I hit send on that one, and it actually got picked up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. The picture went.
Yeah, the picture and the release kind of like got written verbatim in a industry publication that
Wow.
will remain nameless. But
Wow.
yeah,
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I put my name at the bottom of that one. I think I
Right.
just put like the PR agency.
Occasionally that happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta take your name off it. It's
But
good.
see, I feel like I don't know if it would work so well. Like, you know, by sending it out on 5 p.m. on a Friday, I felt like I was protecting myself then, but I don't know if that would work anymore today because, you know, news cycles being what they are, 24/7, bloggers, you know, checking their emails all the time, like, it could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse today.
Yeah.
Listen to us. Like back in my day,
I know.
just, you
I
used to take out the trash on Friday afternoon.
We didn't even have email. We sent faxes.
We used to fax. I never faxed a release. I did. Oh no, that's not true. I did.
I totally did.
Did you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so when you're doing public relations or you're marketing, advertising, sometimes things screw up.
And sometimes you do things you don't want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But it happens.
It's how you respond. that
Exactly.
matters. Exactly.
So thanks again for joining us, and we'll talk to you next time on PR Today.
Thanks so much. I'm Paul Nixie.
And I'm Kylie McMullen.